Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. And already, I wish you a Happy New Year, as the New Year would be tonight already. And every first Sunday, immediately following Christmas, is celebrated the Feast of the Holy Family. So ngayon po ay kapistahan ng Sagrada Familia. And so I wish you all a happy feast day of the Holy Family. I emphasize the feast of the Holy Family, not the perfect family. As many of us think that since Mary, Joseph, and Jesus are the Holy Family, they must be the perfect family. Ay nako, hindi po, no? Dahil I think it's part of being family as a composition of different individuals, remaining individuals, even though they were made one in marriage, or even though the children are of their own flesh and blood, but they are still individuals. And when you put individuals together, very difficult, if ever, that you will have a perfect combination. No? So, Holy Family, not perfect family. Case in point, halimbawa, you remember that instance in the life of the mother, father, Mary, Joseph, and the child Jesus were at the temple and they lost the child Jesus on the temple. If you would recall the story, the parents, Mary and Joseph, after having gone to the temple in Jerusalem, traveled already 3 days. 3 days of traveling. Malayo-layo na rin yung naabot nila. Only during a stop, then nagkita si Mary and Joseph because they are the separate caravan. The males are on separate caravan, the females on separate caravan. Nung nag-stop, nagkita yung mag-asawa, o sabi niya, nasaan yung anak natin? Para sabi siguro ni Joseph, di ba nasa'yo? Sabi nga, Mary, na-present na yung bata, 12 years old. At 12 years old, he's considered already a male, adult male, so to say. So sama na yan siya sa mga kalalakihan. Bakit mo yan sa akin yan? Sabi, hindi, ikaw ang nanay niyan. Dapat alaga mo pa rin kahit na yung bata, 12 taon. Can you imagine already during that time, Mary and Joseph arguing because both of them lost their child? Wala. Oo. Para kang nag-tour, halimbawa, at pagkatapos nahiwalay yung bata, laking gulo ng mag-asawa. Remember 3 days going? So they went back to Jerusalem. Ang lagay namang 1 day lang yon. E di 3 days din, pabalik. And can you imagine during those 3 days, how Mary and Joseph must have felt with one another? Napaka-irresponsible naman ito. You know, the way they looked at each other and saying, kasalanan mo to kasalanan mo to. Siguro kaya ang statwa ni Mary at saka ni Joseph always separate. Dahil may, ang tawag mo doon, misunderstanding. Kaya kapag ang ating mga pamilya, merong mga misunderstandings, okay na lang po yun. Ibig sabihin, ganyan talaga ang buhay ng pamilya. Dahil tayo ay magkapamilya, tayo ay magkadugo, pero hindi naman tayo magkaisip. Iba-ibang isip, kaya minsan iba-ibang interpretation, iba-iba ang preference, iba-iba ang opinion. And so, kapag ganyan, like Mary and Joseph in the gospel, they had a misunderstanding. Akala nung Mary, Mother Mary, nandun kay Joseph. Akala ni Saint Joseph, andun kay Mother Mary. And then, when they reached Jerusalem, they finally found the child. Remember? And when the child was found, sabi ni Mother Mary, imagine Mother Mary talking to Jesus, saying, "Anak, ba't mo naman ginawa yan sa amin?" Now think of children, normal children in our family, who might have offended their parents. You think Jesus, being the Son of God, would have not given a heart feeling to both Mary and Joseph. Hindi masaktan yung nanay doon na nag-alala siya. And so, and look at the answer of Jesus. Pay attention to the answer. And Jesus answered, "Didn't you know?" Hindi nyo ba alam? Siguro kung sa ating mga panahon, sasagot-sagot ka pa dyan. No? Sabi na Jesus, kay Mother Mary, kay Saint Joseph, "Do you not know that I'm supposed to be in my Father's house?" How would Joseph feel? Sabi niya, ako ang tatay dito, ako ang tatay mo. Bakit mo sasabihin doon ka dapat sa tatay mo? Bakit sino ba tatay mo? Alam naman ni Joseph na foster father lang siya. Hindi niya biological son. Sino kaya yung tatay na tinutukoy nitong batang to? Now, if you look closely at that gospel, sabi ni Jesus, "Do you not know?" Ano uli ang tawag doon? Misunderstanding uli. Hindi nauunawaan ng magulang kung ano yung business ng anak. Hindi nauunawaan ng anak kung ano yung pakiramdam ng mga magulang. Mind you, Holy Family po itong pinag-uusapan natin, hindi yung pamilya doon sa kapitbahay nyo. And so we realize that even within the Holy Family, even though we say that the Holy Family is the model of all families, it does not say a perfect family. Because how we conceive perfect family is that you understand each other. Walang arguments, walang away, no? Hindi nagkakagulo. That was not the Holy Family. But where do we learn from the Holy Family how it is to be holy? How did they handle their misunderstanding? And the gospel would tell us, number one, humility. At least the three members of the Holy Family were holy because they were humble enough to accept each other, humble enough to accept their own imperfection, humble enough to listen as well. Because often, in the family, in the normal family, where the misunderstanding escalate, lumalaki yung problema dahil lahat gusto maging tama. Ako ang magulang dito, ako ang masusunod. Kung anong sasabihin ko, yun ang gagawin. Yun ang rule ko dito sa bahay. Everybody wants to be the right person in the family, not the Holy Family. They accepted. They made the three of them accept. And so, with the humility, then comes number two, to the road to becoming a holy family. As an example for us, they listened to one another. They listened to one another. Both their parents here and their children here listen to one another. The gospel would tell us that Mary, listening to the answer of the child Jesus to her, being the mother, said, and she kept everything in her heart. Hindi man niya maunawaan bakit ganun sumagot yung anak niya. She kept everything in her heart. She listened and probably also learned from what the child is telling her. Humility, listening. Number three, obedience. To obey. No? Wala na atang sumusunod minsan. And I'm sure I'm preaching to families who have kept your family together through thick and thin. Ika nga, in many difficulties, and you bring your family at the church at least to pray together. But obedience. Jesus went back with his parents to Nazareth and was obedient to them. Mary and Joseph, alam na natin yon, were obedient even from the message of an angel. Were obedient to the will and the plan of the Father. So you can be sure that these three people in the Holy Family were obedient to one another. So brothers and sisters, even as we celebrate the feast of the Holy Family, let's not, they are really model without even being perfect at all. Take heart if you find members of your family as not being perfect. Love them anyway, with all their limitations, with all their peculiarities. Love them because they are gift of God. And sabi nga nila, Christmas is all about the family. Correct. And that's why in our continuing celebration of the Christmas season, the church gives us the model of a holy family. Though might not be perfect, but nonetheless, a family that were humble to one another, listening to one another, obedient to one another. Brothers and sisters, our wish for your family from the Diocesan Shrine of Jesus the Divine Word is that your family will remain together in good health, in prosperity, in courage and strength, and above all, in holiness. Amen.